from paragon-software.com. It has worked well for me, and it's available in 32 and 64-bit version. Cheers from Dave. Just giving us some advice there. Dor, you answered him about that. And have you checked out Paragon?
No, Paragon was one, to be honest, I never heard of. And I'll say I got an email from Jeff Blackhammer, who also said Ease Us to Do Backup has a installable app inside of Windows that will let you do a P2V, a physical to a virtual, and I didn't know about that either. So I definitely thank you guys for the email. I don't use Windows enough to really know this kind of thing, so you guys are definitely helping me keep on my toes.
Yeah, me too. And Ada, you got any input on this one?
I haven't heard of Paragon or the one that Dor mentioned, but if my memory serves me correctly, I feel like at one point in time, I used to use KVM really heavily, and so I feel like at one point in time I was able to take the image of a Windows system and use I don't know if it's QEMU or QEMU, however you pronounce it, but there's like a QEMU like convert app that you can use to basically convert between virtual disk formats. And I think that you could take a raw disk image and convert it into like a format that KVM could use to load, so you could go from physical to virtual that way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I want to say I use Helix in conjunction with that tool, and I want to say I learned about it off of oh god, I can't remember the guy's website, like Room 266 or something like that.
Oh, Mubix Room 362.
Room 362, yeah. He was the guy that first showed me about that, where he was able to take a DD, a like dump of the hard drive, and convert it to a virtual. That kind of blew me away.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, it's awesome because I think the binary is QEMU-image, like QEMU-IMG. And it's awesome. It does, like, it can do, I'm not sure if it can do VirtualBox or not. I would think it would. But like I think it can handle like VMware images and you can convert to KVM images and stuff. KVM is awesome if you're doing any kernel development at all, because you can set up a GDB port on it and then like attach from outside of the VM to the debug port, and then you can have like you can debug the entire VM. So it's really nice if you're doing any kernel stuff, which is what I was using it for.
Yep, and I'll just say the latest version of VirtualBox 4.1, I believe it is now, it can read VMware box VMDXs, and it can read Microsoft VHD file format. So VirtualBox is starting to become a little bit easier to use when you are coming from a different product.
Yeah, I still LOL when I see the splash screen. It says Oracle on it.
Oh yeah, every time I see that, I get a little gassy.
That's awesome. All right, the next one's from Wilbur Bear. It's a video. Have you guys heard of this one? It's called Killer Tux, Linux versus Windows, the final battle.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's play. It's a 2-minute video. I'll try to narrate it along for the guys who are listening to audio. But here we go. Killer Tux. It's basically we have an animated Tux here. Zooming in on him. He looks like a Ninja Turtle. He's got like a samurai sword. He's like all badass, swinging his sword around, and he's faced with this giant robot. He's attacking him, and they're just fighting. Tux is jumping all around, hits the robot. Robot pushes him back. Robot pushes him back. And they're just going at it. Tux jumps over him. Robots. It looks like a pretty even fight, actually. And now he's on top of the robot, and the robot just totally chucks him into some trash cans. And now here Tux does like a Matrix-style jump over the robot's head.
They got the bullet time.
Yeah, bullet time action. Robot catches him out of the air, slams him down. Tux is running. He looks worried. And then the robot is just mauling the hell out of Tux here, punching him hard, kicking him. It doesn't look good for Tux. So the robot takes him. He just slams him into a wall.
What are we watching?
And Tux is about to go down.
Blue screen of death.
And the robot has a blue screen of death and stops right before he's able to finish Tux off. Now, I thought that was I just loved the ending of that. That had the best ending ever. I wasn't expecting it, actually. I'm like, why is Tux getting beat so bad? It wasn't cool, and then the ending came, so. I still don't think people would like watching Tux get beat up like that, but.
No, must have been the day Colonel.org got hacked.
Oh, man.
All right. This is the last email for the show. It's from Jeff. He said, Jeff Blackhammer, Jeff. He says, I heard an email asking how to move a physical Windows PC to a virtual PC on Linux. I have found that Ease Us to Do Backup is free for personal use. It offers a physical to virtual option. Dor, you were just talking about this. That can be imported into VirtualBox. Also, the newer versions of VirtualBox on Linux will read VM Workstation's VMDX and Microsoft's VHD virtual hard drive formats. I've also found that Paragon Software offers free versions for their Backup and Recovery Home Edition that will copy a physical to virtual PC. Ease Us allows you to make a Linux recovery disk to restore your backup. I recommend it to my customers for PC repair. These are both free options. Acronis will still do this too. I also found a free copy of Linux Format, August 2011 edition at the local library. They were reviewing 8 other Linux podcasts. Boo! Why not Linux for the rest of us? Damn, they should have. I saw that they gave Linux for the rest of us and Linux Basics an honorable mention in an article. Well, I didn't even know that. That's awesome. And that's from Blackhammer, Jeff. And here's the article. Check it out. I didn't know they mentioned us. Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Thank you, Jeff. As for the geeky stuff he was talking about earlier, any comment from you guys?
I just am so happy Jeff is such a hardcore VMer. Anytime there's a VM question at all that comes up, Blackhammer's always stepping up.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeff. Anything on this one in 80?
If you guys didn't see the article when it got posted, that means you got to put a Google alert out for yourself.
I do. I have multiple.
Yeah.
For Linux for the rest of us, Dor?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it didn't.
Then that means the site that published the article needs to step their SEO up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think they wait 2 months before they let it out on the net for free. They first have it as a secure digital download.
Word. They got the paywall.
Mm-hmm.
Paywall. I got to check out magazine. I'd like to go back to magazines for a little bit. I've been every time I see a magazine now for a field that I like, I'm tempted to just subscribe to it, but I always hold off. Anyway, paper's good. I thought paper was done, but there's something about paper that's good to have every once in a while. All right. Oh, I think we're going to wrap up the show. So, Dor, do you have any more questions for N80 before we end off?
I really honestly want to thank him for coming out. Is there a show coming up that you want to promote?
Sure. I think we've got a handful of them. Sorry, let me look at my calendar real quick.
Sure.
I know this weekend we'll be in Dayton at DayCon. It's the fifth incarnation of DayCon this year, so that's pretty cool. The following weekend, I think we're actually free, so I'll be home like writing raps, working on Fifth Album, which is awesome. And the weekend after that is HackerCon in West Virginia. That looks like a pretty cool conference. 304 Geeks are really nice guys, always looking out for us. For Halloween, we'll be at NerdPow in Columbus, Ohio. And we've got a bunch of stuff in November and filling out the rest of the year. So I'll try to be better. I was really, really busy through the middle of the year and didn't post much on our site. I think we've had like 20-some shows that didn't get posted on our site during the middle of the year. So I'll try to be better about posting for the shows to finish out the year strong. And then next year we'll be back to normal, I think.
Damn. What a life, man. We're starting a rap group. We're starting a hip-hop group.
We got to find somebody with talent and sucker him in.
You, Dor, you're going to be...
Oh, me.
You're the musician. All right. Dor, I expect some beats next week for next week's show.
Sure.
We're going to do this. No, N80, man, it was really a blast having you on. Thanks for taking the time and coming with us. Oh,
yeah. Thank you so much for having me. Sorry I was 10 minutes late. I was watching Arrested Development with my girlfriend and just totally lost track of time. So
no.
Thank you so much for having me on. It's great talking with you guys. You guys are awesome. And I look forward to Dor seeing you again at OLF and hanging out with both of you guys next year.
Yeah, I'll be there. We'll definitely meet up.
Awesome.
Dor, any last comments for Nady?
Thank you, and I'm gonna probably see you at both Self and OLF. I'm shooting for both.
Awesome.
Cool. And if anybody who's listening, watching, or downloading, streaming has not yet purchased an album, go to dualcoremusic.com, check it out. And you could also, you have all kinds of gear too. You have shirts too, right?
Yeah, we have shirts. So we used to sell, I used to run ZenCard on the site, which was awesome for data stuff, but we had some interoperability issues with ZenCard. I had a bunch of custom patches that I'd written, and maintaining them across version upgrades is kind of a pain in the butt. So I took down ZenCard. We haven't put the shirts back up online yet. Eventually they will be there, but if you see me at a show, you can always get a shirt. And we actually, it turns out we sell our albums cheaper at shows. You can get $10 each or 2 for $15. So Dor, next time I see you and you want to pick up another album, it'll only be $5 for you.
No, I'm paying full price. I want to encourage you to keep on making them.
That is the full price, man. That's what we sell them at.
Okay. Well, I got my shirt, so I'm hooked up there.
Awesome.
Cool. So definitely just go to dualcoremusic.com, check it out, buy whatever you want, and it's highly appreciated. That's going to be it for Linux for the rest of us for this week, and see you guys next time.